Perhaps. Because I didn't expect it. Yeah, there he is. Two of them, in fact. Alright, come on again. Let's have you.
Time has come.
No, we. Are you dead? Yep. I love how that does its lightning attack even if you block a ranged weapon or a spell. Alright, let's do this. Oh, hang on. I said I'd wear these, didn't I? Indeed I will. Do they restore my health? Restore your health. Yeah. Probably gonna need this. Probably gonna need them. I keep saving, like I'm nervous now. I am actually nervous, but let's do it. Because I forget how to actually beat the boss. I know there's a way to do it, but I forget. Anyway, let's have a chat.
Aaron's here. It's over. Give me the skull, or I'll take it from your corpse.
Silence, boy. You have no idea of what is at stake here.
We understand quite well, my love. What is at stake is our future.
A few lives for an entire world. Quite a bargain, really. Never shall one of your kind leave.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah.
Ow!
Share.
Ow! He has like every spell in the book. I believe what he has there is Sanctuary. He's frozen me, the bastard. Well, two can play that game.
Prepare for the great peace.
Oh, it's not going to work, is it? This might.
Back.
Ow!
Back to the fire.
Look at there.
Infidel. Share, take thee. Prepare. I see you have grown since our last discussion. But you have her to help you. So in the interest of fair play, I also summon an ally. And so we come to this. My centuries of effort and your scant 2 decades of life as a demonic dilettante. Ironic, you know. Try to understand things well. Life or death, these are two sides of the same coin. But humans, the magics of Urgash, they are pure illusion, the negation of all that exists. And you, the ultimate abomination of two souls, two hearts. Never permit evil. You're a cursed child must remain in this prison, and only the sacrifice of the souls of Stonehenge can guarantee this. Unless, of course, you think you can stop me.
Not quite sure how to kill this thing or like how to hurt it. Yeah, you got to use that window of opportunity to take out the dude. Let's put them there. I'll run back to him. Yeah!
There are none left who can seal away your father. You have beaten me and murdered the world.
Die happy, Arantir. Ashan will be in very good hands.
My son, you have become even more than I had hoped. Ah, the blood that shall flow, the fires that shall rage. Bring me the skull.
The skull is ours, my love, and with it the world. But I ask you this. Do you really need your father to rule Ashan? You and I could do it without him. Together.
So what are my options?
Quickly. We've come this far together. Let us finish it.
Pick up the skull. Bring it.
Yeah. Use the skull on the altar to master the power for yourself, or take it to the pyramid.
Let's say we don't share a sense of humor and be done with it. Xana, remind him of the risks.
Why do you hesitate to take the next step? Grab the skull.
Let's take it. And what do I do with it? Anticlimactic or what? Use the skull on the altar to master the power itself, or take it to your pyramid to free your father. I ain't taking it to no pyramid. I don't even see a pyramid. Yeah!
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high.
Xana, I shall pay your skins and souls for this.
Run! Run, my love! Get us away from here! Ah!
Enough! I do not seek your path, father. I seek my own way, and I shall carve it with the skull.
Surrender to your blood! I'll have you for this, both of you! Remember that I am ancient and patient. One day I will be free, and I will teach you the full measure of agony!
From greed or fear you will decide the chained one is left alone. The relic's power yet untapped, and Ashan's fate still yet unknown.
Well, that was it. Another Let's Play under my belt. Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Thank you very much to Baskus the Insane for giving me the game on Steam. Very much appreciate it. It's a great game, and I had my eye on it for a long time before it was gifted to me, and I figured that it was worthy of Let's Playing. Has its little problems, falling forever and such, and spells going straight through enemies at certain times. All in all though, I think it's a fantastic game, and that's why I Let's Played it. Got a little bit frustrated here and there, but that only adds to the challenge, I suppose. I recorded this game over a couple of days, so quite at a faster pace as my normal Let's Plays. I hope that I didn't come across as being maybe a little bit bored during some of it, because I'm quite critical of my own work, you could call it, and feel that my voice might have been a bit too deadpan. That was because I was probably recording at times when I shouldn't have recorded, so if you noticed that, then I apologise. But I think that the LP was pretty good, all in all. I hope if you made it this far, then clearly there was some sort of appeal to it, so I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I recommend the game. I recommend you should buy it and play it as different sorts of characters. Be a sneaky character. Archers probably have it easiest in the game, I imagine, being that they can have infinite ammunition, and they can hit things from far away without any fear of running out of mana or whatever. That was that run was a little tougher than the last one when I went full out combat with extra health and big armor. That certainly was a lot easier to play. The thing I like most about the game are the settings, the whole levels. The level design was amazing. The way the game looks is absolutely brilliant, and it's a major draw for me. My biggest regret was not reading Arantia's journal, so I didn't actually find out what the hell he was trying to do, or at least I didn't pick that up because I didn't read it. Should have done, and I apologise for that. I can only say that I'm sorry. So it's a good game. It's a damn good game. The music doesn't really stand out in it, but it's not bad either. So I think it does its job, and it looks great. Absolutely, it looks great. I forget what year it was made. It'll be in the description of the videos, all of them. But it certainly looks fantastic, and I say well worthy of a let's play and a play from you guys as well. So hurry up and run out and buy it, because it's certainly worth it. It's lots of fun. It is lots of fun kicking goblins off cliffs and setting fire to people with spells and stuff. I mean, you can't do that in a lot of games, and it was certainly very revolutionary for its time, I would say, as well, with the stuff you could do, like freezing people and turning people on fire and stuff like that, making people go on your side. I think that I mixed the magic and the combat, yeah, pretty well. I didn't want to just rely on combat, because recently I've been doing Oblivion, and I've been playing a very combat-oriented character with that, so I didn't want to just be all the sword and stuff. But it certainly does help in this game to have a big sword that's all fiery and stuff. And I do actually look forward to all of your raving at me about what I missed and what I should have done, because I'm certainly not an expert at this game, as you may well tell. I mean, it was only my second playthrough, and I want to stress that. So I will have missed stuff. I will have definitely missed stuff, but I think that I did the game justice. I explored quite a lot of a very sort of different way of doing stuff. Found some spells to be more useful than others. The lightning bolt I didn't find very useful at all, though I did try to use it. But the fireball was good fun. I wish I'd picked that up earlier. But never mind, you live and learn. You live and learn, and Incinerate was freaking awesome. So yeah, all in all, jolly good fun. And yeah, we took Zana along rather than Liana. As I said during the Let's Play, I've seen 2 other people play this game, and yeah, they both went with the Liana route. I've never seen someone actually give the skull to your father, who by the way is not Sauron at all. Nothing like a red version of Sauron in the slightest. And see that ending, though I imagine they'll be pretty similar. Because the only difference between the endings is that that we saw, if you were to take Liana, was that Liana's would be there instead of Zana. It's exactly the same otherwise. So, oh, a little bit of a skip there. Thanks very much for that. The voice acting was great throughout the game. I reckon that it all worked pretty well. Nothing stood out to be bad. It was actually quite funny as well. I mean, the goblins are obviously quite hilarious, and I did find myself getting frustrated at a time when I was getting my ass kicked by goblins, but I could take orcs on pretty easily. You know, that was quite frustrating. All in all, as were the undead catacombs. About halfway through the game, just before I got the skull, I think, just before I died, and Zana resurrected me, because they went on for a little bit too long, and I found the undead very tough to beat with the sort of the build that I'd made. So I did find that quite tough, but once we got past that, once we got resurrected, we did fine. We did fine. The demon power thing that you could get by pressing V, I didn't really use. I did try to use it a little bit, but it turned out not to be very good, and I couldn't even hit ghouls with it. Not sure what that was about. Again, the game's a bit iffy in places and not quite as polished as maybe it could be, but I'm not going to criticise it for that. I did during the game, and I did take the mickey out of it a little bit, and I hope that Bascus doesn't take it sort of personally that I kind of mocked the game slightly during it. I hope that my admiration for the game was also there as well. But sometimes it is frustrating when you try and do things and they don't work and you feel that perhaps they should. And some things certainly don't quite make sense, like if you've got a fireball in your hand and suddenly you can't cast it because you've got no mana, even though you've already cast it because you've got the fireball in your hand. Just throw it at the enemy, goddammit. But like I say, all in all, it's a very, very enjoyable game. And I found that the ending, the ending cinematic was a little disappointing. You get some obscure poetry read to you as you do in the intro movie, and that's about it really. You don't really find out what happens to your character. I suppose that it's up to you to decide what happens, how they use the power of the skull, and how you and Xana or Liana manage to work its power, I suppose. The plot was a little confusing, still is, but I get it. I kind of get it with the seventh dragon being like your father's enemy, but I think that you have to read a little bit to find out. You certainly have to read his journal to find out what the hell he was doing in the necropolis. Why it was so bad of what he was doing. I thought it might have been said in dialogue, but it wasn't. All it was like, oh my god, that's really bad. We really should stop him, and that's all we got. So again, my regrets for not reading his journal so I could find out what the hell he was doing. I should really know, because I have, as I said, watched 2 Let's Plays of this and played it through once, but my memory is not what it was, because I am getting old. Yes, I'm practically 30 years old now, so that's, you know, your brain starts to go, you know. But what can you do? What can you do? Alright, I'm going to let the credits finish now. I'm going to shut up because I'm honestly running out of things to talk about. And I never expected the credits to be this long. So, yeah, I will shut up for the duration of it. I will thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And please let me know what you think in the comments, even though you do anyway. So I don't know why I said that. But yeah, thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed the Let's Play. I certainly enjoyed playing it, so I played it over a couple of days, and so it certainly had a draw for me. It's not a very long game, all in all, compared to some that I've played, but I feel that I did need, yeah, I've started talking again now, that I did need to put a short Let's Play out, because my, the games that I've played lately have been quite extensive, running to at least 100, 200 videos long of Let's Playing, so to put one out there that's, what, maybe about 65 videos long-ish is a nice change for me. It's a nice change, and hopefully a little more accessible to people, new people coming to the channel that can just jump in there and hopefully, you know, not be intimidated by the fact that I'm on episode 215 of a game they'd rather like to watch me do. Oh, is that it? Are we done? I believe so. There we go, black screen, nope. Black screen of death. I'm frightened to press anything. There we go. Alright, so, once again, I made it all the way through. Thank you for watching, thank you for your enjoyment of this little LP. I certainly enjoyed watching it, and I shall see you another time, I hope, for some more Let's Plays. Till then, toodaloo.